Hey all, Rusty RVerTV, welcome. Check it out. We are just getting into this town called Medina, New York. Following along through a couple of these little towns along the Erie Canal. Very historic old waterway built years ago. Got a few miles to do today. We're going to end up at a cool campground right on the canal. Thought we'd do a little e-bike ride later. Alright, I'll double back. There's actually a museum here too, a railroad museum. I'm going to go up this little park, take a break, see if we can find the canal, then explore around a little bit. What do you think? So sit back, get ready. Journey starts now. Supposed to be a waterfall around here somewhere too. Well, there's the canal. There's a bridge. They got bike trails, parkways. I think most of the canal is used recreational type boating now, not commercial. I might be wrong. Neat little park. It is hot and humid. Upstate New York summertime. There it is. Mighty Erie Canal. Couple 100 years old or more. Wasn't that cool down in Brockport? Make sure you watch that last video. America's Stairway, that 5-tiered old lock system. Be a good little place to fish. Look at that, a park across the way too, on the other side of that bridge. All right, well, let's head back into town. We'll explore around a little bit and then keep on trucking. Alright, got myself mapped out here. I still got about a half hour to wait for the museum to open. Supposed to be another bridge up this way. We'll check that first. Wow, look at the buildings. Almost looks like a movie set, doesn't it? Phew, those are huge. Brick everywhere. Another big church with a steeple. All right, I think it's here. Yep, I see it. So this canal runs right around the downtown area here. Makes you want to have a boat, doesn't it? All right, get out and walk. Well, that's definitely a drawbridge. It'll let the boats come through. Another trail runs along through here. Quite the recreation area. Never knew. Never even thought about this. I've never really been to upstate New York before like this. First for me. Medina Loop Trail Enhancement Project. So the state runs it. Well, they're doing a good job. Goes for hundreds of miles. All right, go find that museum. It's roughly 10 a.m. Getting close to it. Then after the museum, I'm gonna pick up the pace a little bit. We gotta do a few miles. Get over to the RV park. It's on the other side of Rochester, New York. Which I'm going to avoid the big towns. Actually, I'm going to have to take interstate for a while as well to get around Rochester. Small towns, back roads, RVerTV style. That's what we want. Ah, these buildings are so impressive, isn't it? Flower pots on the sidewalks. All right, that looks like about it for downtown. I gotta make a right up here. Looks like a couple blocks over. Neat old homes, aren't they? They all have porches on them. Sit out. Enjoy this humidity. It's about the only thing this time of year coming to these areas. I'm just not used to it. I'm not complaining. Just being in Arizona, it's so dry there. You need to come east and you get the humidity. Here it is. Wow, look at that building. Oh, that's a bar. I'll be darned. That is old. Alright, there's the old depot. Well, see what they got. I just looked up on the phone. This old, it's called a hotel tap room. It's called the Walsh. Right there. That building was built in 1852. It's the third oldest tavern in New York State. Think of all the people that rode the railroad stayed at that old hotel. That'd be amazing. All right, let's go on in. Check her out. It's open. Very old depot building, all restored. Wood ceilings, wood paneling. Nice young lady. Said they got a big model train display in the back. So if you're a model train buff, you want to come here. Old radio, nice wood cabinets. They just don't make anything like this anymore. Out of the nice wood. There's a bell. Hear that thing clanging on top of a big old engine, huh? Old time mailbox for your letters. History of the building and the trains. Newspaper articles. Wow. Ooh, a wreck. Yikes. Big old picture. The town here. What a historic old town. You know, just part of the Erie Canal history. All these towns. Alright, this looks like the model train area back here. Wow, look at all those. Those are so lifelike. A lot of detail on them. This is huge in here. Little replica cities. All the history of passengers. Well, railroad was a big deal. My dad would only ride on a train. He hated to fly. He would never fly. He always took a train. S&H green stamps. When stores used to give out stamps, you'd save them up, turn it in for merchandise. Haven't seen that in years. Now everything's digital online. This is a full-time hobby and a half, isn't it? Setting all that stuff up. Article, the most famous fire horse. A horse pulled fire wagons for Rochester, New York. All kinds of fireman history. Axes, alarms. Whoop! The Heinz pickle. Look at that thing. It's huge. Quite a collection of alarm boxes, though. So Heinz must have a plant here or something. Wow. Look at the size. I mean, it's like a football field full. Firemen and train history. Right here in upstate New York. And there's their military displays. Honor the vets. Well, it's probably the biggest collection of model trains I've seen. I'm sure there's bigger somewhere, but that one in Kingman, Arizona, it's neat. It's just small compared to this. But they got landscaping, just dozens of tracks. More history for firemen. Potbelly stoves. Dozens of fire hats. Helmets up top there. Huh. Well worth coming in here. You're going to find a lot of local history, especially about New York. All the trains that pass through here, everything. Very cool. Little look at the outside of the building. Looks like they've been doing some restoration. Placing old wood. Well, they get snow here. That's snow laying on old wood. That takes a toll. Pretty neat. You know, it'd be cool. I wonder if that hotel's haunted. Maybe. It's not open yet. All right. Well, we got miles to do. We got to keep trucking east. But that is one neat old building. 1852. My goodness. Okay, we're going to stay on this Highway 31 for a ways. Got through a couple more small towns before I have to pick up the interstate. Neat little stop here in Medina. Definitely put it on your list if you're exploring around the Erie Canal and upper part of New York here. You won't be disappointed. If you like history, this is it. All right, here we go. Welcome to Brockport, New York. This is kind of the last little town before I have to get on the other side of Rochester. See some old cool buildings. What do you think? We'll take a little break here, walk. Then I'll do some more miles. Get over to the RV park for the night. Wow. That is just perfect. Big old buildings. Oh no, the bridge is under construction. Let's see, I better make a left here. Darn it, I was gonna cross it. Well, this will work. Let me get parked. Take a quick little walk. I need to grab some fuel while I'm here too. Well, maybe I can sneak past the construction signs. Yeah, it's fenced over there, but not on the sidewalk. That's gotta hurt these little businesses, have this thing closed down. But I bet their window for construction is limited. They do get winter here, massive snowfalls. There's our Erie Canal we've been following. All these towns have the name of port. Lockport, Gasport, Middleport. What's this one? Brockport. Very fitting. I'm sure they'll have this completed in no time. Okay, well, I'll take a quick walk up past the buildings and we got to keep rolling. Pretty neat though. Neat place. Alright, well, I'm going to head back towards the van. We got to keep rolling. I'm just in awe of these buildings. Right here in New York State. Everything looks clean, doesn't it? Okay, the place we're heading to now is called Red's Twilight RV Resort. It's supposed to be right on the Erie Canal. I got lucky and got a site for one night. They got trails. I thought I could ride the e-bike around and stuff. And we will bypass Rochester, New York, which is a major city, to get to the other side over there where the RV resort is. I just grabbed some fuel, so the tanks are full. I got plenty of food for tonight. I won't bore you with all the freeway stuff. Kind of fast paced. Alright, I'll kick on the cameras when we get close. Made it. We are crossing the canal right now. Should make a right on a road right up here, and that should cut us right back into Red's Twilight RV Resort. Made it, yay. I'm ready to get out of this van. We did some miles today too. Not bad. A few little stops. But this is going to be home for the night. Had really good reviews. I mean, we're right on the canal. This time of year, everything's busy. Even got a little cloud cover going. What's up with that? Alright, go get checked in. They serve food here. Got a bar. Swimming pool for the kiddos. Look at that archway. That's cool. And I talked to the nice young man that checked me in. There are trails that I can ride the e-bike on. And he goes, there's a lock system about 2-3 miles down the trail that should be able to see some boats going through. Said it's real popular. There's a park down there. Showers and restrooms right there. My site is right off to the left. I'll circle around so you get an idea of the park here. A few trees. There are a lot of RVs up in here. You know, a lot of these people, they stay here by the season. They probably live in like Rochester or big towns. This is our weekend getaway. Might catch a good sunset tonight if those clouds keep hanging. Pretty. Get backed in my site here. I'll hook up the power. Turn on my air conditioner. Get the e-bike out and we'll take a little ride. Hopefully I don't get rained on. I've been here for about 2 hours. Look at this. I'm getting a little blue sky back. I took a break, made lunch. But here we go. We're going to take us a little e-bike ride. I looked on the maps. Those trails run right over along where the railroad tracks and all those are. That bridge we crossed over coming in. We'll take the scenic route out of here. In other words, we're going to be nosy. Nosy neighbors. Yeah, see, a lot of these guys, they look set up kind of permanent. They got little porches built on their trailers. Storage buildings. Well, where else you gonna go if you live in a big city? Something cool like this. That guy that checked me in too, he's also telling me about they rent boats. You can rent a boat and cruise the Erie Canal. Wouldn't that be something? This place is RV after RV. That guy has his own golf cart, so is him. Definitely their weekend getaway. And this park is gated for security. Fishing areas and picnics. They got little tables set up. Right there's a canal. And Marina is right there off to the left. Probably where you rent the boats. Alright, now I gotta sneak back over this bridge and go find that bike trail. I'll just stick on this little sidewalk here. Busy road, a lot of traffic. Oop, here's our canal. Well, we need to take a little peek at it. There's our little marina. Not little, it's a pretty good size. Wonder how deep the canal is. I'll have to look that up. It definitely goes a long ways. When you look at it on the maps, it cuts through quite a few lakes. So it's kind of neat. This should be our trail. Yep. All right, I'm gonna just cruise right down here. Should be a set of locks that we can actually go across, according to the guy at the campground. This is absolutely perfect, isn't it? Ooh, shade, yay. Love the shade. For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you sign up, free newsletter, putting one out once a month now. Got all kinds of cool articles, blogs, pictures, downloadable puzzles that are free. Also, got the merch shop, Armchair Traveler Series, and we got the 2025, heck yeah, merch out too, coffee mugs, hats, shirts. And with the holidays coming up, Thanksgiving and Christmas, they make great gifts. Once again, it's RVerTV.tv, which helps support the channel and future videos just like this one, exploring this great historic Erie Canal. Little ways down here. Gotta be getting close. Ah, I see him. Woohoo. Oh, farther. All the signs say no motorized carts on here, so ATVs and all that, side-by-sides probably not allowed. Just bicycles. Yay, made it. Lock number 30. We're going to see history right here. So if you're following along on Google Maps, look up Lock 30. There's boats cruising around. Might see one. I'll just hang a while. I'm no hurry to get back. I brought water with me and everything, so I'm in good shape.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
I can walk the bike across the canal here on this little bridge, right on top of the gates. This is old. Old, old, old. Wonder how many have passed through here, huh? You can see the elevation change. That's quite a few feet holding all that canal water back up there. I think they're filling it. Oh, they are. Oh, we got boats coming through. Yay. Probably good fishing spots down through there. Here's this gate. This thing's almost full. That's a lot of water, all done by gravity. Gates are open. I see one, I think 2 boats are coming into it. That's a rental boat, like a floating motorhome. Huh. It's even got air conditioning, it looks like. Two of them pulling in, so we'll get to see them flushed out the other side. Cool. Going down. Now they're letting the water out. It's a big surge of water going down the canal, isn't it? Well, they're opening the gates. They're standing here talking about how they have to grease the gates all the time because they get rusted. That is so cool. I'm glad I caught these boats coming through. Well, we'll watch them drive out of here. Here it comes. Now, I was told by the operators here, they have to train before you can take the boat out yourself. You have to go through the locks a couple times to get trained on how to do it. But that's a rental. What a neat vacation that would be. That's kind of cool. If you had enough people, split the cost, I don't know. You could stop at different towns, go all the way across the Erie Canal. Wouldn't that be something?
Right.
Well, what a nice lady. And the other guy that operate these canals here, she said she works here full time. In off season, they do maintenance on all the gates and pumps and everything. What a cool job. They shut down the locks when it gets into winter time. Then the bypass, the water bypass, would be off to the left. I'll do a loop around through there. She said there's a boat launch or something over there too. At least I got my blue sky back. Made it a little hotter, but that's okay. I thought I was going to get rained on earlier when I got to the RV park. I would never want to own another boat, but I would definitely rent one for something like this. This canal was built in 1918 and ran commercial barges through here through the 1950s. Original canal was built in 1825. Wow. $200 ago. My goodness. Just like yesterday. Well, at least they're saving it. You can still use it recreationally. Renting boats, your own boat. Never even thought about this up here. I spotted it on the maps about a week ago. Thought it'd be kind of cool to explore a little bit, but little rock garden here. Probably local history. They got them all painted. All right, well, start making my way back a little bit. Over here is the bypass for the locks. Water goes around. Here's their boat launch, it looks like. Nice one. All paved. So you got your own little boat launch right here. Families getting ready to go out and enjoy the water. Maybe we can catch one more boat coming through. What do you think?
Does the path go all the way down to the next bridge on this side?
No, it doesn't. It's just like a little peninsula right there.
Take the other one. That's the way I came in. I'm staying at the RV park.
Okay, okay.
There's a boat right there. Gonna flush it out this side. Might be the same ones. They had to turn around.
Have a nice trip, you guys. Thank you. Stay cool. Hopefully that thing's got some good AC.
We hope so too.
Whatever we sweat.
It's in the other bedroom now.
Most of this thing classical, I think at a couple of churches. If we're staying in.
Hopefully that might come through.
All right, gonna walk back over the canal. Right across these gates up here. What a neat little park for day use here. Lock 30. Super clean, very friendly operators. Tables everywhere. Wave at the boats. Pretty darn cool. I looked up on the phone, boat rental place is called Erie Canal Adventures. And it's based out of this marina down here by the RV park. So it might be worth looking into. I would definitely do that, at least for a weekend, a few days. That would be something to actually go through a bunch of locks. Because I think you cut through lakes and all kinds of stuff. Be worth checking out. It's been a long day, but what a great adventure. Never dreamed I'd see all this. Traveling along that Route 31, along the Erie Canal, through a few of the small towns. There's home for the night. Red's Twilight RV Resort. New York State has a lot to offer up here. It is absolutely incredible. Big open areas, all green. When you think of New York, you don't think of places like this. Alright, tomorrow I'm trucking east. We're gonna go find a diamond mine. They call them diamonds, I think they're crystals. It's up by Herkimer, New York. So that's the goal tomorrow, to get over there. That'll be your next video coming up on RVerTV. Journey continues. Talk soon.